It's Aloha Friday, no work till Monday. Biddy-bidoo, biddy-biddy, biddy-biddy-bidoo. How's it going, everybody? John, hello to you. Never played Magic Sword, but seen the gameplay. I did pop this one in before. It's short, easy runs. Today we're going to do retro randoms again. Do one more time. And then Monday, it feels right to start back for the thing. So we'll do that then. There are a bunch of different settings and things like that changed on Twitch that I was trying to sort out. So stream may be a little different today, but we'll see how that goes. We are doing our giveaway, and I will draw a winner before today's stream is over. So if you'd like to enter, you got to type in Aloha Friday. Now, Krypton, I saw you typed in Aloha Spirit because I had it as Aloha Spirit. So that's on me. So I will give you that entry. Everybody else, you got to type in Aloha Friday because it is Aloha Friday today. Welcome, Krypton, and welcome, DD Dragon. Shweddy is here as well. It is an old Capcom classic. I like this one. I loved it in the arcades. Majo Rage, how you doing? And Shweddy, how are you? Oh wait, Deoxer. I saw Shweddy. The colors are the same on my screen. That's what threw me off. Okay, Mage, I got your entry in here, and Shweddy, I got yours. This guy, what are you starting a museum? Is this game a Final Fantasy? No, mostly because it has not been indicated that it is a Final Fantasy through contextual inclusion by the creators of Final Fantasy, to my knowledge. DD Dragon, I want your luck. All you got to do is spam giveaways, I guess. I mean, this is the man's hobby. Can't take it away from him. It is a fantasy game, finally. There it is. Cinco Play. Welcome so much to come to the stream. And make sure to type in Aloha Friday to enter the giveaway.
Yeah, everybody enter the giveaway.
Oh, that was kind of Luigi, but he turned a little wah at the end there. Now, let me also remind everybody that we are still accepting donations for the hurricane relief in Hawaii. Last weekend, Hawaii was hit pretty hard by a hurricane. Let me put that in perspective, too. Because you're like, well, the Pacific gets lots of hurricanes, right? Kind of. But Hawaii's like right in the middle of the Pacific, all right? So it does not get hurricanes like at that magnitude. So the last time a hurricane came that close to making landfall on the Big Island, which is the island that was hit the hardest, was like the 1950s. So it's been a long time, all right? Water Arc. And I am super grateful to everybody who participated in the giveaway. Super grateful to everybody who contributed to donating to the fundraiser. Be blessed, my friends, and thanks very much. And happy Aloha Friday to you. Now let me. What is this thing doing? I don't know. All right, I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, Magic Sword, Water Arc. How you doing? We are gonna play a little Magic Sword today. Now, let me also say this: we are doing retro random again. So after this, I'll give y'all an opportunity to pick another game. We'll put another game on, stuff like that. Think you've run out of characters in the scrolling marquee. The last few donators are cut off. That sucks. Let me see. Yeah, why would it do that? I love how things break on stream and there's no, like, inexplicably, things just, like, what is it there? Limit width, limit height. So what if I loop, it just is like, oh, I see right there, it's all cinco, and then it cuts back to donors. Yeah, why would it do that though? You know? Like, what would be, oh, we could go backwards. We could do that. Take me off to make room for others. You know what? I will fix it, and then next week we'll have a better option for viewing that. Because I do want to give recognition to where it's due. I'm very appreciative very grateful for all of you folks. Good eye, Cinco Play. It's a Shame Black Tiger never got an SNES port. I've never played that one. I never have. Here we go. So this is a curious example, though, of a very borderline, what I would call an RPG hybrid. Cool, we got hit by the first enemy. I think it's really fascinating in the 90s how Capcom was experimenting with how do you do RPG growth and progression systems in an arcade format. Because it's like, yeah, when you're at home, you know, you could do all kinds of stuff. Oh, big dude. Here we go. You could do all kinds of stuff. You know, you can save the game. You can spend more time on the game. But in an arcade, it is, by nature, much more ephemeral, is the right word that I'm looking for? Effervescent? One of those F words. Ah! So, yeah, I think it's pretty neat that they tried to mess around with that. Now, on this game, curiously, only your companions level up on this, not your main character. So you could smack around enemies till the cows come home, but the companions do level up. It's almost like a what was it, R-Type, in which you're like your satellite things. Those are the things that actually oh boy, that actually do level up. Ah, I got hit by that. I just really wanted that money. Yes! We got the Falchion, or however that's pronounced. Okay, and I'm going to have to check on chat in between stages because... oh, man. Syncop Donors is Syncoplay's new name. Just spend the whole stream copy-pasting new names on every loop. I could do that, but then I'd have to kill you. Let's see. Doing well, thank you. Sorry I disappeared yesterday. No apologies necessary. I'm just glad you're here. I'm always shocked when somebody comes in and then they come back, you know? Oh, shoot. I still have it on Earthbound. Thanks very much, Dinosaur Shotgun. I appreciate that. That was earlier this morning, and I totally screwed that up, and I didn't go back to fix it. So then we put that on retro. Hopefully that works. Because we're doing SNES randoms today. Thanks for the notification on that, Dinosaur Shotgun, and I hope you're having a good day. Let's see. See, I'm searching whatnot for Wizardry, the 5 ordeals for Switch. You enter giveaways. It's a hobby, I can tell. Magic Sword should have been called the Tower. They should have called it the Tower of Druaga. Just throwing that out there. Red Earth was a weird experiment. Yeah. I've heard of that one. I've never played it. But Capcom did this again with King of Dragons and Knights of the Round, which I don't think are RPGs. I think they're RPG hybrids. They are what you would expect to see if you took an arcade beat 'em up in the 90s and tried to add on an RPG progression system. You can get a kind of pseudo party, yeah. It's a bigger party than Dragon Warrior, you know? Is it an RPG in your definition of the playable character doesn't level what NPCs do? Absolutely. That's a great question, but that's what Pokemon is. Ash does not level up, but the Pokemon do. Another game, Brainlord, the Jade Fairies that you unlock, those level up, but the main character does not. So there are lots of, I think, fairly high-profile examples of RPGs in which the main character does not level up. But the peripherals do, the party members do. And I've met people who have said that Pokemon is not an RPG, but they always say it for some stupid reason, like Pokemon's not an RPG because it's for kids, or Pokemon's not an RPG because it's too easy. When it's like that's just a ridiculous way to try to define things. Mage, you've never heard of this one? Cool. It's a really great game. It's actually pretty affordable on SNES too. You should pick it up sometime. Dinosaur Shotgun. Pokemon is not an RPG because nuh-uh. I like you. Have we interacted before? Or is this like you just came in, you were like, this guy's playing Earthbound, and then you came in and you're like, This is definitely not Earthbound. Is this like our first time? Because that's a heck of a first impression on my part. I was gonna say wouldn't have sworn this was Earthbound Beginnings. Sarge Smash, welcome. Motherford Porky the Barbarian. I would watch that. I would play that. Red Earth has great art. It's true. It's Friday. It's Friday. By the way, last day that you can get this week's giveaway entry in. You can get one entry daily on YouTube or Twitch. All you got to do is type in hashtag Aloha Friday. Winner pays shipping, but we are giving away. All right, last chance to win this. A physical hard copy of Beyond the NES by our own Syncoplay here in chat. Fully funded on Kickstarter in 4 hours on Monday. This is an excellent book exploring the Japanese Famicom and how many games you really can play without knowing a lick of Japanese. The winner of this book this week, whose name will be drawn today, will be getting one of the first physical copies in the world. And I think that's really amazing. Special thanks to Syncoplay for donating this generously to this week's giveaway. You can also choose from one of these 3 vinyl albums, Horizon Zero Dawn, Breath of Fire 2, Breath of Fire 3. These are multi-disc sets. Or if you like, you could choose from one of these books. Fight Magic Items, Console Wars, Super NES Works, Arcade Fever, bundled with 2 game megs, or Final Fantasy Ultimania Archive Volume 1. We will ship anywhere in the world. Winner pays shipping. All right, good luck to you. If you don't win this week, come back next week. You might be able to win next week. Is Deltarune an RPG hybrid? So I've not played Deltarune. I can't say personally. I try to base that on what I've personally experienced. I have played Undertale, and I would say that's an RPG. I think. Is life an RPG? Yes. Yes. In Final Fantasy XII, I never level up Vaughn, yet it's still an RPG. That's funny. I know you're joking, but somebody once told me Final Fantasy VII is not an RPG because speedrunners can play the game without leveling. And I was like, I think you're crazy. And then, and then we got in a fist fight. In Beastbusters 1999, your gun levels up, but you don't. That is super interesting. Welcome, Third Strongest Mole. Oh, you came in thinking it was Beginnings. I apologize then. On behalf of me, I apologize for not playing Earthbound Beginnings. We will be playing that next week, starting Monday for sure. I'm playing through the mod, Dinosaur Shotgun. If you had a chance to play the SNES mod for Earthbound Beginnings, it's pretty friggin' great. If life is an RPG, then wonder what Red's social and magic stats are? Jazz to the Sky, how's it going? Welcome in. My social stats are like around 0, but my magic stats are like maxed out, like 255. It maxed out to a star icon. One book away from being 400% funded. Congratulations. What was your initial $20,000. Dang. I mean, that's fantastic. Congratulations. I said before, I will live vicariously through you here. I think the only fully Japanese game I completed 100% is Fortune Street. For the DS. I have not played that one. Way to bait and switch. I am all about the baiting and the switching. It's the point where I can pay every bill associated with the book and campaign via the... So anything past here is pure profit. That's super cool. And you're not even close to being done. You know, you might pass 800%. Who knows? Speaking of life being an RPG, I heard that the board game, The Game of Life, is pretty popular in Japan. I had not heard that. Not played the mod. You like the NES one enough. Cool. So I actually had a hard time getting into the Famicom game. A hard time playing Mother 1. So the mod is definitely for somebody like me. I really like Earthbound, so it's been great. I'm glad you're fine, Jazz to the Sky. Wii U was supposed to be here today? Well, that's because I never shipped it out. No, just kidding. It should be there tomorrow. Then I guess. Mr. Just a constant stream of giveaway things coming in. Yeah, I remember a Fortune Street that had like a Dragon Quest slime on it, or am I imagining things? Howdy, James. Golden Axe vibes. It has that kind of Conan the Barbarian type thing. Okay, here we go. You know what? We should go back to RPGs where it's like you just gotta climb a tower. That's what you need to do is climb the tower. Yeah. Is there a timer on this or no? It's just your magic as a timer. I forget who my favorite one of these characters is. The ninja's pretty cool. But they're not my favorite. I think it's a wizard. This is a cleric here, right? Yeah. Oh, he's got homing, I think. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That's not too shabby. It's not that strong, though. That's the only thing. Which befits the homing mechanism. But what are you going to do? We'll go up here. FF Legend, yeah. Technically a tower climber. I would count that. Let's go and be careful. Or maybe he's Schwarzenegger. Let's go and be... Nah, that's not what he sounds like. He's like, let's go and be careful. Don't trip on the stairs. The stairs are so slippery. Or you might slip. You might fall over. Down the stairs, open the door. I guess do this the whole time. That guy's like a thief. I don't know. Not that great. Not that great. I don't know what all they do differently, but don't want that character. Hey! That Moai was not get the, took that on the cleric right there. Oh no, bad guys! Gotta watch out for those. Bam, bam, bam. This guy. Okay, I think this guy is the guy that's my favorite. Let's go back this way because there might be more stuff. Oh my gosh. I didn't know it was going to be that fast. Can you crawl? No. You can squat, but there's no squat walking. Hey, now, it was booba trapped. Who'd have thunk? Okay, let me catch up on here real quick. Maybe it was Dragon Quest? It might have been. I don't know. I haven't played them, so I'm going off of, like, memory of seeing it, like, on the Wii or something. James, hey, I hope you're well, James. Aloha Friday to you. That animated show. Oh yeah, somebody mentioned they're doing like an animated GoldenEye or Golden Axe. Beg your pardon, not GoldenEye. Animated GoldenEye would be pretty cool. That's the game series. The Lizard Man is awesome. I gotta pick up the Lizard Man then. Let's see. Jinsei games, Sugoroku or the Game of Life clones are all over Famicom. There's a Mega Man one. I would play that. Let's see. Lower Decks style comedy? I don't know what that is. But please have the Arnold voice the entire time. Thanks for putting JK in parentheses, because I would have done it. Aegis Runestone, let me get your entry in for the giveaway. And welcome to the stream. I played the X-Men beat 'em up this past weekend at an arcade, and do you remember when Magneto's like, X-Men, welcome to die? I always want to say that every time I welcome somebody to the chat. But obviously, I should not tell people welcome to die on Twitch. So I just want you to know it's taking all of my self-control to never do that. Let's see. Sarjipu, let me get you. It was on the Wii. Okay, because I never owned a DS. Well, I have one now, but I didn't have one back then, so I remember. Moai, they're everywhere. Moai, please. Third strongest Moli. Fortune Street is we animated goal. It looks like a Saturday morning cartoon. Got a new cold sept? Good luck. No. No, I would not be perfectly acceptable. Don't even smiley face that thing. Master of Magnet. X-Men. That's cool. It's cool. They had a big one for X-Men, but it wasn't that really big one. It wasn't the one with like all, I think it was 6 people you could have on the really big one. So it was a 4-player X-Men cabinet and OG. Really cool arcade. I've given it a shout out a couple times. Out here, if you're in the Houston area, there's actually 2 game preserves, they're called. They have a lot of original cabinets. Mostly original stuff, in fact. Mostly original stuff. And lots of pinball. I do like pinball. They had a Lord of the Rings pinball there, but it wasn't there this last time. They did have a Super Mario World pinball, though, which I was like, okay, this is really cool. And it was actually a pinball that you could complete. You had to complete some steps in order to get these the castles destroyed and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we were at the Game Preserve. I took my son for his birthday. I'll text you next time. We'll meet up. Yeah, we should have a Game Preserve day. I know we gotta go see a movie too sometime. You mentioned that. We gotta have a boys' night out sometime. That'd be fun. Just guys. You know, we'll smoke cigars, play some poker. Just guys, no women. It's a Jim Gaffigan bit, I think. I am of the line of the Crate Dragon. I thought they said Crate Dragon. I'll put an end to your little adventure. He looks like the Warrior of Light from the first Final Fantasy. That's what he looked like. Full of a took. The worst insult you could ever inflict on a human being. Full of a took. Or a hobbit, for that matter, but, you know. What you gonna do? Oh, let me go. Dang it, my sword! Woo! Yeah! I love when enemies blow up. Also another sign of an RPG, by the way. One of the key factors. Just kidding. That's not true. Not Buggy! Aloha Friday to you. You got a samurai sword. Rise from your grave. Altered Beast, ladies and gentlemen. Power up. One of the worst voices I've ever heard in a video game. No, just period. One of the worst voices I've ever heard. Period. Alright. Catch a minute. Welcome to your doom. I chuckle at the terrible dialogue from the big bad magician lord. You are very dangerous. Be dead down here. Oh, what's that from? Not Buggy, thanks for joining us. How the heck are you? Aloha Friday to you. Let me make sure that I get your giveaway entry here. We are going to spin that wheel later today. We got a lot of entries. I'm very grateful to you. Let me also say that yesterday we hit $500 for raising funds for hurricane relief for the Hawaii Community Foundation. So if you have any spare change in your pockets, if you want to donate to this good cause, this is to my home state. We're targeting a grassroots charity in my hometown of Hilo, Hawaii. Twitch does not have that exact charity, but the Hawaii Community Foundation distributes to charities like that. So, closest thing we do. You persistent guy, but your life ends right now. Come on, nice guy, but your life is mine very soon. There is a link. Yeah, thanks very much for your generosity, Nod. Ooh, and good to see that NASA logo, too. NASA Artemis 2 right there. So if you go to my channel page on Twitch, you'll find a donate link, and you should be able to do it right there. Welcome to Die Hoochies. Okay, so there is one of my favorite quotes now. I think it's from Lufia 2. The big bad says, "You little hoochies," to your party of heroes. Like, out of pure frustration. Was Lufia too? That quote is hilarious. I was on the floor. You little hoochies! It's like, wow. All right. I mean, I was offended. What imprudence, you human being! It's so good. It's so good. And this is the joy. This is the joy that localization gives us. You know, people who are super anti-localization, you're missing out. Missing out on a lot of fun stuff. I don't want to be up there anymore. I don't. There's all kinds of craziness. Oh, I forgot to say congratulations to DD Dragon for the arithmetician. You are great. And see, that's why I've been telling people, too. My tomato. Do need that tomato. I'm not really sure how the power-ups all work on this. You know, there's stuff like I mean, food is pretty obvious, but like there's keys, obviously. There are like scepters and stuff like that. I guess that gives you your magic. Things like shields, like, is that more health? Oh, I guess so. I don't know. I'll mention it next time there's something I'm not quite sure what it does. Oh, no. That guy. The good old SNES slowdown. I really like this era of Capcom music. I think this track is great. I mean, listen to that. That's so good. You are great. Okay, here we go. What about DD Dragon says yays. The White Wizard can defeat even undead creatures. Oh, good to know. Oh, so it wasn't a cleric. It was a White Wizard. It was Gandalf the White. We have a fully... Ah! Darn it! They get me with that every time. We're fully upgraded... yeah, no, I think he is a fully upgraded wizard. Now, sorcerer? Not really sure. Maybe I will get the White Wizard the next time I see him. Don't stand in front of the door. You never know. That door had a ninja. Oh! That one was trapped with a bullet! Oh, just kidding. Not gonna say it. Oh, Chris HL95. Hello to you. Hey, I think it's been a long time, huh? I do recognize your username. If indeed it has been a long time, how have you been? I hope well, and I hope you're having a good Aloha Friday. I'm gonna try this guy, because I don't remember this. It's like an advanced ninja. Ah, stupid wolves. So who here in chat has played this one before? I think that our new friend Dinosaur Shotgun had mentioned being familiar with this one. I don't know if any of you have beaten it. I beat it in the arcade once. Must have spent all my grandma's money on that. Rest in peace, Grandma. Thanks for all the trips to the good places. Chuck E. Cheese, Showbiz Pizza. Thanks very much, Chris. Fundraising has been going very well. We made 500 this week. I'm very happy about that. We are going to be doing weekly giveaways. If you'd like to participate in that, you can. Winner pays shipping, but we are giving away a lot of cool stuff. This week, 2 things. Beyond the NES hardcover book that just went on Kickstarter earlier this week. Here it is. And then you also get to choose from one of these items here. You could choose one of these albums. You could choose one of these books. You could win multiple books this week. But good luck to everybody who entered. You have, obviously. Was it obvious? So you beat this game on SNES. Yeah? That's what we're going with? Darn it. I saw the fire and I was like, ooh, fire. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Forget it. There might be something over there because that's the way this game rolls, but we're just not gonna. We're not gonna do that. What was that? Did you see that? Ah! Bwah, bwah, bwah. It's a weird attacking sound. But it checks out. There's a lot of skeletons on this level. What the? Oh, that was a shoryuken. That's what I called shurikens when I was a kid. I called them shoryukens. To be fair, I was a child. Oh, this guy. This is some straight up paladin over here. Okay, don't like that. So, gonna go back this way. I think there was a door. Ah, you. At least they're nice enough to let you pick up your sword. Again, you know? Right here. Open that door. Whew. Alright. Breathe. Breathe. Ah. Oh, shoot. Jumped right into it. Okay, like I mentioned previously, I will be accepting suggestions for the next game to play. We're doing Random Retro today on the Super Nintendo. It's got to be a game I own, obviously. Oh, fairies. I love fairies. But I'm going to go until I die on this, which could be very soon. So I usually die around the same part. You made a small... Oh, I'm sorry that it didn't work, Nod Buggy. It should be on the front page. I don't know how to set it up here on the chat. If anybody knows how to put it on the chat or make it easier to set that up, like, let me know and I'll happily make that a thing. Like I'm on well, let's see, because I'm looking at the stream thing. I don't know. I believe you, though. Thanks very much for the support. That's really what matters most, you know? Let's see. Can your votes be cumulative? Yes. I don't know how to do that. Luna Chris 6. How are you doing? I like that. I like we could say, how are you doing, Toady? I do like that. I think that's just a typo. But I would handle being called Toady. Luna Chris over on YouTube. I hope you're doing well. Aloha Friday to you. We're doing giveaway stuff today. We're raising funds for hurricane relief in Hawaii. The rest of us children just call them Ninja Stars. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember Ninja Stars. Chocolate Ninja Stars. I need those chocolate Ninja Stars. We need a Magic Sword Party Brawler. Oh, that'd be cool. I'm sorry it wasn't more convenient. Nod Buggy. I do feel bad about that. I'll have to set it up sometime more properly. I just saw your chat, Luna Chris. I just did just now. What were some arcade games you wish had SNES home ports but never did? The Simpsons for sure. Absolutely. I would have liked a Bubble Bobble SNES port. I don't know if there was. I don't think there was. Certainly not on the North American I don't think. Oh, third strongest mole knows the Invader Zim reference. Good for you. I
That one was just for you.
All right, here we go. Back into this thing. Yeah, that would have been one. There, like, come to think of it, there might be like a Super Famicom port of Bubble Bobble, but I don't know. I never checked. What was like another arcade favorite back in the day? Oh my gosh, Centipede. I mean, it's not the same without the trackball, but Centipede is my favorite arcade game of all time. I think that game is super addicting. But oh shoot, good thing we had a shield on. But yeah, kind of a game that you'd want to play with the trackball. Like I've played it with the joystick. In like Atari collections and stuff like that. Not as cool. No, it was a problem, not buggy. Forgive me. I just like go. You ever meet those people who are like overly like penitent for no reason? They just say it was totally convenient. No, tell me it was inconvenient. It was my fault. I must suffer. I must pay. I must atone for my lack of understanding how... can I get this? Yes. My lack of understanding how the Twitch stuff works. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so something that I did just turn on today. I apologize. This is probably going to piss some people off, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. It's a hard knock life out there. Got a commercial coming up here in about a minute. It gives me a chance also to take a break because I talk pretty much nonstop, and I find out I am freaking exhausted after finishing a stream. So hopefully that'll help me to kind of pace myself a little bit more. Yeah, and I'm almost dead too. So there it goes. Continue. So you only got 3 continues. Because this game hates you. That's the thing, is like some arcade ports to home console could be harder because of the whole limited continues, you know? Uh-oh. Harder version of this Chimera here. This is a Chimera, right? I think it is. Certainly not a Hippogriff. I think you could actually like crouch right in front of him. That's playing it pretty close though, because he could just inch forward. Nah, you can't do that. Oh boy. Hey, pro tip: stop getting hit. My sword. They're pretty generous with that that window to pick that up again. Seems like. There we go. And where is the thing? Right here. You got a, what is that? Broadsword? Yep. Yep. Manticore. That's what I was thinking of. All right, let me look at my chat. Let's see. Sorry, Luna Chris, I'm not responding soon enough because it's an action game, so I'm looking directly at the thing. Let me see here. Let me pause this. How long have I been into streaming? 2-3 years? Something like that? Hey, aloha oe, Jazz to the Sky. Thanks for being around. See, install a quarter slot. That's a great idea. You should come up with that mod. You can ask me whatever you like, Luna Chris. That's fine. I can see your chat now. I can. I cannot see your chat while I'm playing the game, though. I can't do that. One reason I love Streets of Rage, especially 2 so much, is that it's much better difficulty curve than any arcade game. Ultima Runes of Virtue 2. That's actually a good shout out. I might just decide to pop that in. That's not a bad game. I think that's an action adventure, not an RPG, so it wasn't on my list. But I liked what I played of it, for sure. We finally destroyed Chimera. I don't know. Bram. Ah, you. Not an RPG and easy to play. So let me ask you then, DD Dragon. I know my metrics because I wrote a whole book on it. But for you, what makes Ultima Runes of Virtue 2 not an RPG? Okay, Ludacris asks, I make stream graphics like logos, banners, animated overlays. Do you like to see a portfolio? I'm good, thanks very much. I usually make all my own graphics myself. My wife does graphic design. I do my passion is graphic design. So it's a generous offer, but I appreciate it. But we are good. So no worries. But good luck finding someone for your service. No leveling system is basically Zelda. See, this guy knows what's up. This guy knows what's up. It's a balance I tried to strike in that I don't know that a leveling system is exclusively the only thing that's needed, but I think it is something that is pretty primal to what an RPG is. Pretty central, rather. Oh, this guy right here. Okay, we'll keep this guy for a while, I think. Thank you. You know what? NPCs should go back to thanking you. Like when you rescue the guys on Metal Slug. Oh, we're gonna have to jump through the chain. Alright, cool. Let's see. Since you played so many SNES RPGs, would you compare Western-style first-person dungeon crawlers like Wizardry? Oh, how would you compare them to Arcana? That's a great question. So I think in general, and this is not my theory, I think this is a common consensus. Some folks more familiar with Japanese games or familiar with RPGs than myself. I know I'm not the biggest expert on anything. We'll tell you that Japanese RPGs tend to skew more towards simplifying systems and emphasizing pre-written characters and plot advancement, whereas Western RPGs seem like they emphasize more complexity. Sometimes that means more difficulty. As well as customizable characters, more avatars rather than actors, I think is the way that I phrased it in my book. I think that Arcana is a good example of this exact principle. So Arcana is pretty simple when it comes to first-person dungeon crawlers, and that's not a bad thing. I think that's really great. Those games can sometimes be pretty darn complex. But you could definitely see how, there's less character customization. There's more emphasis on a linear story. It is greatly simplified. There's a lot less... I don't think there's really any major, puzzles. Hey, there we go, the Lizard Man. I don't think there's really any major puzzles in Arcana. Stuff like that. So I think that plays out in general across the span of what they call CRPGs, which I think is an outdated term. I think we need to say WRPGs. Because computer RPG, that doesn't make sense. Like, now you could get an RPG on a PC ported to home console. So then what is that? A console RPG? Well, then what's the difference? You know? Would you generally agree with that, Water Arc? Or does that sound completely off base to you? Oh, let me snag that. Yeah, fairies. All that good stuff. Okay, now I'm not really noticing. Did anybody notice when your buddy takes damage here? Hey! When they take damage here, do they die or do they lose a level? Oh man, about to bite the dust again. That's just unfair. Thinking spike towers. Or, I mean, if I had a spooky dungeon that was a tower, I would put all kinds of traps in there and stuff exactly like this. I thought the shield was going to be long enough. Yeah, not a huge fan of this particular stage. Lots of those spear pillars. Bro! There we go. Pretty on the money. All right. You know what? We're going to switch back to the White Wizard. Computer RPGs is a fair term because they are pretty distinct. Well, describe that more to me, because I've seen a lot of disagreement over computer RPGs. It seems like early on enough, computer RPGs were just like not tabletop RPGs, you know? So it's like I've met people who are like, Fallout is a CRPG, Wizardry is a CRPG. Wizardry is not a CRPG because it's not like Fallout. Diablo is a CRPG, but it's not like Wizardry. So some people would be like, well, it's not a CRPG. So does it mean computer RPG or does it not? You know, if originally it meant this is not a tabletop RPG, it's an RPG that you play digitally, then I think that's a good descriptor. But I think these days that is quite broad. That's every video game RPG. And video game RPG itself isn't really a term, right? So I think today we'll use stuff like dungeon crawler, first person dungeon crawler, stuff like that. Seen Diablo likes that sort of thing. But maybe that's off base. I don't know. Explain it to me. I missed that jump. There we go. Oh my gosh. So much fire. You know what, though? You gotta appreciate games that are very honest about their title. This game called Magic Sword. What do you strike enemies with? Literally a magic sword. That is the titular object, if you like. And yeah, it doesn't get much deeper than that. Sometimes people tell me, like our good friend Mr. Temper the other day, don't look that deeply into it, or it's not that deep. And this is the case for that right here. Ah! Okay, fool me once. I'm almost dead again. Where's a fairy when you need one? Huh? Oh wait, we're just gonna go through here. Dragon Quest is a family computer RPG. An FC RPG. Ultima and Wizardry are made up of lines? I don't know what you mean. You know what? Hearts should universally be healing. I'm just going to throw that out there. Okay, there was nothing over there. I thought it might have scrolled that direction as well. No, must get rid of low health counter. Well, that's one way to do it. I knew it. You know, I could smell the skeletons getting off the elevator. Thank you. Oh, lobster thermidor. Well, now. Mummies! Get back. Not so magic store there for a second. FC RPG. Football Club RPG. Get Lizard Man back. Why? I want the White Wizard. I like the White Wizard. The White Wizard and I get along well. I like him. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this game at some portions. So, you know, it gets a little intense. It does. What's so good about the Lizard Man? Explain. Explain. Also, I still need your explanation for the CRPG stuff too. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Yeah, it's slowing down right now. It's because those little pendulum things right there. Wow. Don't like that. Haha! You know, I could smell the fire. Yeah, that's why. Again. Okay. I think we're coming up on the boss where I normally get my home console game over at. See, now what is that? It looks like a motorbike? It can't be a motorbike, obviously. No, I should have grabbed that. Oh, well. Are made up of lines. Yeah, but that's not an explanation, though. That's some cryptic statement. I don't understand what you mean. So you're gonna have to further extrapolate. You're gonna have to expound. You're gonna have to fire. You're gonna have to give me more than that. That is a borderline. People would tell me an RPG is a game that has a sword in it. I do appreciate Sakaguchi's own quote on what a Final Fantasy is. I don't want that. He was like, "It's any game with a blue text window." I was like, "Wow." He'd had a few drinks that night, I think is the way that story goes. You do need to mod DD Dragon. Yes. Yeah, mod him for being too much of a winner. I missed the lollipop. Is that the explanation for the CRPG stuff? Oh, yeah, he does know what he said. How come sometimes Automod is like, "Hey, you said doofus," and like mod that, but like for some reason it's not modding what DD Dragon said. Perfectly innocent comment. just as innocent as winning all those giveaways through perfectly legitimate means. Oh boy. All right, I guess we'll try and get what's his face back? The lizard McWizard face. That guy turned you into a coin. You know, you can't expect a guy this buff to do some of these. Some of these jumps are pretty far. Fwans. Oh, isn't it just another white wizard? I thought what we had was special. And then you find out there's just more than one. I do appreciate that you can have an RPG like this with you know, a really like European setting, and then just randomly there'll be like a ninja or a samurai. What is this strange atmosphere? Oh yeah, the this is like the worms boss. Welcome, mortal man. It was kind of you to come. My sons are hungry, and now I won't have to hunt for them. Yeah. The worm stuff. I don't like worms. You know, that's a big thing for me. I don't like worms. You know what? This would have been great to have the would have been a great stage to have the lizard man. Can't jump that high. Oh yeah, you can. You gotta like push up for some inexplicable reason. Bit. And antagonistic annelids. Wow. One gives away games every 5 minutes. Any whatnot sellers have giveaways one after another. Okay, so explain this to me. Like, what is a whatnot seller? Because I've never had that much free time. What is a whatnot seller? How do you get on that? What is that whole deal? I don't really understand. Explain it to me like I'm a red mage. Ah, that jump. Not a huge fan. Oh, y'all, my shield. My shield. These insidious invertebrates. Oh, that jumping. This ain't your granddad's, Mario. The jumping mechanic is no bueno. No, not gonna happen. I'm about to rage quit and put something else on. So prepare yourselves for the next game. What is the next game? What should the next game be? Oh, I stood up. Whatnot is an app. So are you concerned about like Chinese spies getting your like mailing address from all this stuff or what? Live auctions kind of like if you streamed on Twitch and sold items. Earth Defense Force. Dayoxer's been really, really, really into Earth Defense Force. So we could do some Earth Defense Force. I like Earth Defense Force quite a bit. Ultimate Runes of Virtue. I don't know, man. Plus, I did your pick yesterday, so, and plus you win everything. I feel like there's got to be a balance somewhere. You know, it's got to balance out at some point. Let me see here. Close that. There's a bunch of like windows and stuff open here. The tail. You know what, too? It is a sign I can actually reach Earth Defense Force from where I'm sitting. Your game yesterday had 2 votes? Yeah, both from you. I like this game quite a bit. I really do. So it is a shmup. It is unique, though, in that your ship levels up. Or your weapons do. I think it's the weapons system of the ship, but it's kind of the same thing. Just kept voting. Oh, you have no idea what Earth Defense Force is? Okay. Technically, I voted. I don't get a vote. The shooter Biometal. I don't think I have. This game has amazing music, by the way. Like this little like bass line right here. Listen to this. Let me turn that up. It sounds like EVO music. I get sometimes I can only explain some of your worst takes by the fact that you like a Nindo too much. That's the only explanation I can give, honestly. I don't know how you can think that this sounds like EVO music. Let's see. Like, I don't think there's anything in EVO that even sounds like this. Homing. You always pick homing. Tail. I mean, yeah. I forgot which button to shoot with. It is B, curiously. Okay, so, as you can notice on this shmup, we do have a level right at the top, and you gotta grab points, experience points from enemies. Once that happens, your special weapon levels up. But I think you get to keep the level even if you switch weapons. So it's not like the weapon itself levels, it's the weapon system. That might be making too fine a point on it, but that's kind of my modus operandi at this point anyway. I think the last time I played this game, I couldn't finish it on stream. So where I finished it, it's harder to play video games on stream. I feel like people who do not stream just don't get that point. But it's much harder to stream and play a game. You gotta talk, you gotta do the whole song and dance, all that stuff. Actually, you don't have to talk. I've been to some streamers' channels where they don't talk at all. Nobody talks. Just hang out. I really like... It's a little irritating, but I really like the sound effect for hitting something on this. Because it feels like immediate kinetic feedback. That, like, I know I'm hitting something. Yeah, we're gonna get a level up here. See? See? It changed my homing missiles into homing Cheerios. Now, I'm a little lazy when it comes to this game. I think that there are definitely better weapon choices for DPS than homing. But I just like homing. I like not having to think about aiming. I'll be a boss pretty soon here. Oh, that guy almost always gets me. You know? He almost always gets me because I almost always take that route of evasion. There it is. Boss fight. This game does rules. I gotta tell you, this game rules. Hate all you want, I'm right. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, name one track that remotely resembled that, but on EVO. That was bizarre. Let's see. Satellites shoot Tic Tacs? They do. it's a reason to love this game already. Love this game, except for the final boss. Felt impossible. That's that, like, mech thing. You fight, like, the upper body of, like, a mech. This game rules. Searching for wizardry import. Sellers don't always take requests, so you gotta sit as they run through their inventory. Man, you can make requests on the giveaway. Okay, so walk me through this. How do I get in on this racket? Like, where do I go? Where do I go? How do I sign up? How do I start getting free stuff in the mail every single day? Because you know what? Like, a lot of that stuff I'm not gonna use, but it could be fun to give it away as well, you know, win stuff and then give it away. That's what that Wii U was something that I think I got in a giveaway at one point, but I already have a Wii U. Who needs two Wii U's? It's not called Wii 2, it's called Wii U. For Uno. I don't know if you knew this, but that's true story. Nintendo called it the Wii U because of Wii Uno. Happened when Miyamoto was vacationing in Mexico and he had a taco. And as he bit into the taco and the carne asada, he had an epiphany. He was like, we're going to call the next one the Wii U. Wait, you need two Wii U's? Well, you do modding, right? So, you know. Want a referral read, you could just ask. Referrals? Do they have referrals? So what do you get for a referral? Because then we might do that. Oh, is it an alien head? I don't remember well enough. I thought the last boss was the thing. Okay, let's take a vote, right? Okay, take a vote here. Who thinks that this sounds like something from EVO? Search for Eden. I sure don't. This is way too sci-fi. Or is it just the short loop? It is a short loop, but it's just the weapon selection. Oh, the chord progression, the bass line. Freaking, this is what you want from shmups. Okay. Let's listen to that slap bass right there. Sounds like a Seinfeld episode. Where he's like, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just go to the gym. Boy, I tell you, Jerry, I was going to go get some tuna sandwich, and all of a sudden, I got hit by a truck. That's how it goes. It sounds nothing like EVO. Or watch your crowdfunding numbers after day 2. The slow trickle is maddening and anxiety-inducing. Is it though? Because you were fully funded day 1, so it's hard for me to believe that you were like spamming F5 on your Kickstarter, you know, worried about funds. I don't know, man. I mean, that's a good pro tip, I think, in general, is don't pull your hair out over numbers, because that'll drive you insane. Basically have the same song. No. I don't know if you know how music works. Needs to play more Dragon Quest. Tell him, Krypton. Okay, chat. Give me a weapon to choose on here. What's a weapon I should choose? Already did homing, so we'll pick another one. See, I called you. I knew you weren't pulling your hair out over numbers. You're fine. You're fine. The big initial push is great. You know, I cannot contractually reveal numbers for my book as well. We did have a full safe 24 hours, and that first initial spike was phenomenal. It was fantastic. There obviously was all kinds of things that went on after 24 hours, but I understand that first spike is really cool. I don't know what it would have been like to watch, the sales numbers after that, but yeah. If you use my Whatnot referral link, and if you buy something, we both get credits to spend. Okay, so send it to me. All right, I'm gonna pick something, cause y'all. Let's do grenade. I forget which one you're supposed to do here. I don't recall that they announced a specific. It is a limited print run, so they're certainly not big enough to have an infinite number of books on hand. But I don't know that they announced the number of books in that print run. They certainly did not announce the number of books sold in the first 24 hours. It was really good, which is part of the tragedy of it. It was a really good first 24 hours. One of the best days of my life. Followed by immediately one of the worst days of my life. But I don't recall that they publicly revealed the full run. If they did, then that's a minor thing that I totally forgot. I beg your pardon. But I am not going to be able to convey numbers publicly. All right, here we go. Whoa, that's it? I don't like this one. Now this is going to be like stronger or whatever, but dang, this sucks compared to my homing. Next one I'm definitely changing. We're gonna go to which one is this? Was this grenade? I think it was grenade. Grenade, you stink. Yeah, see, because then it's like, how are you supposed to hit stuff like on the top of you without homing? You know? Yes, the collector's edition specifically was 1,000 units. That's right. The full print run, though, to my knowledge, was not revealed. The reason why they would announce, obviously, that the collector's edition was a certain specific amount is because they wanted to chew through those, which we did in that first 24 hours, as I recall. And that's public information. But that 1,000 was just for the collector's edition. The amount past that was large. So that's all I'll say about that. I died. All right, next game. Oh, you know what's a weird one? Here, I'm gonna pop this in, and somebody can think of another game they want. Get in there. Oh, I don't know if this one's gonna work. You accounted for 2 of the collector's edition. You got 2 of them. I mean, I really appreciate all the support from you folks. I really do. I can't say that enough. That was a real labor of love, and I just got shot down in flames. Had a discussion recently to approach republishing, potentially with a publisher. I don't really want to work with a publisher ever again. But Kickstarting looking pretty cool this week. Obviously, a lot of work there involved. Okay, last chance. No, I love this game. This straight up just not working at all. All right. Let's see. Ultima. Let's do. There it is. Okay, did I bump something or what? Because now it's all like not working at all. These parts were working. Okay, I'm starting to be at a loss. Can't reveal my numbers. I can't reveal. Got an ultra super edition of Red's book that I'd love to gloat over one day. And Krypton has the only signed copy in existence. My dad gave me a hard time because I did not sign his copy. But I sent it to him unopened, so that's why. A nearly 3-minute ad break. Is it really? I would appreciate that. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I really don't. I don't want to put in, X amount of work, for years and months or however long it takes, just to have 24 hours of euphoria, So I don't really want to waste that time all over again, because that's what the past 3 years feels like after what happened. So I don't know. We may put it out again. We may not. May repurpose it for other stuff. I will be able to do that eventually. You have yours stuck to your game room door with a Bowie knife. It's it's a perfect spot for when I eventually call for a good old book burning. DD Dragon, I will check it out. I will. So this is not working out so well. I don't know what's going on with it. We might just need to do the thing. Yeah, why? I'm going to put this on for background. See, that cart always works. That cart always works. Yeah, this ads thing. I don't know about this. Let me see. Okay. Why don't we do the giveaway thing? And I'm probably going to be cutting it on the shorter side today. And let's see about doing the giveaway, and if anybody has any things. Super Mario. That's so good. I love this game. I really do. It's just fantastic. It's just fantastic. Okay, we'll turn that. Let's see here. Bam, 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 bam. This is my problem with Twitch. There's just too many things to do. There's too many settings. Renji Kupo, thanks for being here. Hey, and Beamstock, welcome to you as well. Welcome to the stream. Hey, so we were kind of just playing random stuff today. There you go. There you go. Renji Kupo, you can get another entry today if you like. I'm actually going to be spinning the wheel here pretty soon. So if you would like to get your entry in for the day and you have not yet, please do so. Please do so. And we'll be able to include you. There you go. I really did. I really did want to do. I wanted to do the X-Men thing, but it's not gonna happen. You have been included. Oh, Deoxer pushed over the 20K mark.
Congratulations! Thank you so much for to be supporting Cinco Play on the Kickstarter.
Excellent. Yeah, it's good. I love to see it. That's good. It is good. Everything is good. How are you? Okay. So if everybody's satisfied on the thing, on the giveaway stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and add these names in, and we'll get to spinning the wheel. Okay, and then... Oh, Deoxer. Deoxer. I don't think I got you today. Right at the last minute. Amazing. You can have 2 wheels on here? Oh, you can have 2 wheels. I mean, I think that's pretty cool. So in case we ever wanted to have 2 different giveaways, we could do that. You did. You got in just in time. The teeth have thick skin. It's such a gross phrase, isn't it? The skin of your teeth. Like, what the? I think it's from the Book of Job, which is a gross book too. So there's a lot of reason there. Okay, let me see now. Let me see now. Just get this situated, and boom. Too big. There we go. All right. So, who's ready to spin wheel? This is one of my favorite things. I really enjoy wheel spinning. No whammies, no whammies. Okay, now, just for a little extra randomness, somebody give me a number between 1 and 5. First person to name a number in chat between 1 and 5. That's the number I'm going to go with. Now, between 1 and 5. It goes 14. Oh, 3. 3 is good. We'll go with 3. Okay, so I'm going to spin 3 times. The third name is going to be the winner. Okay? No eliminations, nothing like that. It was a good time. Big money, big money. All right, think more Jeopardy than Wheel of Fortune, but we could do this. Okay, here we go. First spin. There's a good amount of names on here, too. I appreciate that. First spin was Biddy. Biddy. Okay, we're not going to do, like I said, we're not going to do removals or anything like that. Deoxer with the generosity. Deoxer's a good person. This is great. Thanks very much for being so generous, Deoxer. And a shout out to Cinco Play's generosity for donating one of his books to this giveaway. Okay, second one. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Second spin. Here we go. And it is Cinco Play. Oh yeah, Cinco Play's on here. Okay, obviously if Cinco Play wins, we're going to have to... Like, he could choose from... Cinco Play, if you want, you can have one of the items that I'm giving away. I don't know if they're good enough for you, but if you want them, you can have them. And then we'll find a second winner for your book. Or you can donate it directly to whoever you want. Or we can respin. We can do whatever you want. But yeah, that's the second one anyway, so we'll go ahead and remove since Cinco doesn't want to be on here. Okay. This is the third and final spin. This is the third form of the final boss. This is it. Here we go. Okay, and the winner is... The winner is... Ah! I feel bad for Mage or Rage TV. I think that's multiple times that Mage has been, like, almost the winner. The winner is Sarge Smash. Sargy Poo. I think this is, like, your third time winning something on this. Alright, congratulations. Some people are just really lucky. I don't know. Let me give an example. So, like, I was out playing Pokemon Go with the fam, which has been a lot of fun, doing family stuff. And I'm just trying to catch a shiny Magikarp. I've wanted a shiny Magikarp since I started playing this game, like 10 years ago. And my wife catches 2 in like a 24-hour period. I was like, what in the world? It is you pass one off. Oh, that's true. Never been very lucky? It could be a localized phenomenon. I don't know. Some people are lucky. It's the guy who gets a giveaway in every day. Yeah. Some people are pretty lucky. You know, I guess so. So Sarge, it's up to you then. Do you want to accept? Do you want to split it? Do you want to take it all? You can do whatever you want here. The choice is up to you. Do you accept the gift of awesome?
Congratulations! Thank you so much for to be playing my Wheel of Giveaway. And thank you so much, Sarge Smasher.
Is this for the book? Already got that. So this is for a physical copy of the book. This is also for one of the items that you can select from my stuff as well. So that's what I mean. If you want to split that up, if you want to pick somebody who is not getting a copy of Cinco's book, or if you want to take it and give it to somebody else, we're opening up the freedom. Winner pays shipping, like I said. So there's a lot of options here. There's a lot of choices. You can DM me and we'll figure that out too. So you don't have to make like a choice on the spot. But congratulations and thanks very much for participating. I appreciate it. So don't be bummed, anybody who didn't make it this week. Next week, it'll be 2 months earlier than Kickstarter. That's pretty snazzy right there. Oh, then you actually do. You get to pick one of these items as well. We could do that on stream. Oh, you get a signed copy too. It belongs in a museum. Oh yeah, I get that Kickstarter link up. Let me see. So there's the Kickstarter image. And then, Sarge, you actually get to choose from one of these as well. I don't want it covering my face, though. You know? I'm going to put myself all the way up here. There we go. Now I can be about baby to talk. Hey, no promoting in my channel. Nah, just kidding. You can promote all you want around here. I always say to people, only you can self-promo. Have I read these books? I have read the, let's see, I've read Final Fantasy Ultimania Archive. I read it for the articles. I've read Super NES Works. I've read a little bit of Fight Magic Items. Part of this is like me wanting to get rid of gaming books is they're kind of haunting to me to look at. Because of what happened to my gaming book. So I am giving away a lot of gaming books. So I would love to read these books, but now is just not a good time in my life to read them. A synopsis of which one would you like a synopsis on? Superman Pokemon's final is an advanced reader copy without them. What's in the Ultimania book? So the Ultimania book, I could show you on the camera too, if you want. So Super NES Works is like, it's got a bunch of CRT photography. Here, I don't mind putting this on. Hang on. We'll do some show and tell here. Since I got the camera on. Okay. We're gonna have to take these off. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. It's pretty dark. There's the Final Fantasy Ultimania. Inside, it's a big hardcover. Inside, it has a lot of art. I'm trying not to block the camera with my hand. A lot of art, a lot of sprites. It goes through the first 6 games. Yeah. So they're really good ones. You got a lot of art in here. There's character profiles. There's sketches. There's sprites. Stuff like that. Let's see. And then this is Parrish's Super NES works. Okay. Ta-da! I like that he did CRT photography. And it's articles. So there's some cool information in here. Stuff like that, timelines and that sort of thing. You want to go with the Super NES works? Is that your final offer? Is that your final offer? Ultimania. Oh, you want to go with Ultimania? Okay, cool. Well, you can't have it. It's mine. Oh, no, just kidding. You could have it. Oh, you got to see my reflection on the TV for a second. Good thing I have pants on today. All right, we'll just do that. Hey, so... Oh, yeah, I flipped to Draken for a second. Well, it's dark in here. It's dark. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I put it in the pile. Obviously, I want to get rid of it. So, like I said, I want to get rid of these things. To me, they're reminders of things that I don't want to think about. Some of these are research materials. I may never write a book again, so I don't need them. I don't need a lot of this stuff in my life. So I want it to go to people that these things will make them happy. And if it makes somebody else happy, I think that's really good. It's better than it sitting here making me unhappy, you know? So it's a really cool book. I actually found that at a used bookstore up here. So I hope you enjoy it. And then that's going to mean that next week you'll be able to win those. And I'll probably add something else. Draken is not fun, but it is a remarkable game. I'll say that. No, and I'm not. I don't want to fish for sympathy here or anything like that. When I mention this to, I'm just trying to be real. It consumes a lot of my thoughts. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night thinking about it. I'm trying to get over that. I'm trying to mention it less. All that sort of thing. But in the time being, I fully believe that if these things go out to somebody else to make them happy, then that's amazing. I think that's the best. So I will happily send you the Final Fantasy Ultimania book, and we will get information to get you Cinco Plays copy. Cinco, do you want to contact Sarge directly, or do you want me to handle that? Renji Kupo, I do have a book. It came out last year. It was called The Definitive Book of SNES RPGs. The back lore. Yeah, there's a lot of back lore. There is. Let me flash a picture. I haven't flashed a picture in a long time. Let's see. Oh man, I really freaking like this book. Well, that didn't work. You could look it up. You could look it up. I'll let you look it up. It's called the Definitive Book of SNES RPGs, Volume 1. I was basically playing through every Super Nintendo RPG. I was writing what I think we could use to define RPGs, and RPG adjacents and RPG hybrids. And then I wrote an essay that kind of unpacks what I think each game is about, not just what is in each game. So I didn't just write a review. I didn't just talk about like the game's gameplay, but I was trying to get at here's what this game is trying to say to the player. So there's a bit of the back lore. Let's see. Let me know how to handle shipping. Yeah, I'll reach out to you too, and get your info. Let's see. One of these days, I'll buy WoW 2 and Fantasy Star. Breath of Fire 2 is great soundtrack. Yeah, it was on Bitmap. It was. Yeah. There was a whole noise that went down. This big controversy. I don't want to talk about it, you guys. You can look it up though. Hopefully you walk away not thinking I'm a horrible human being. But yeah, it was not a great experience. It was a really bad experience. But the book itself is something that, well, that I am still proud of. There's a lot in that book that is not my design choice, and that is not my word choice. Some of that book is not me. So if I do have a chance to republish the book, it'll be a lot more in line with my original vision, and certainly, things like photographs that I took myself that wound up being replaced during the course of the thing. Don't worry about it, Renji Koopa. I appreciate that. But yeah, it may come out again. Right now, it's not available, I don't think, unless you were to buy it secondhand somewhere. But someday, maybe. But yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you asking. Thanks very much. Console Wars tells us, yes, I've read a little bit of the Console Wars, and I liked it. I did. You want to win the 2 and 3 records. So, I mean, that's possible. You could. So my only policy is if you won the previous giveaway, you're ineligible to win the next one, the immediate next one. So, like, if you won next week, Aegis, you could choose 2 or 3. And then a couple weeks down the road, if the other one's still available and you want again, you could get the other one. So good luck to you. But anyway, my friends, I appreciate you. If source ready to tell me about cool, I think it's still a win. I appreciate that. We got to get back to finishing them too. So next week, it's actually going to be Earthbound Beginnings. And then after that, we're going to play Might and Magic 2. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, DD Drang. You're on a streak here. I'm a little afraid to let you back into the giveaway. You might have won all the giveaways you should win. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that one. I know that violates my personal policy, but man, the dude gets a new thing every day. I don't know, dude. I don't know. But stay frosty, my friends. Hey, you know what? And I'll talk to you all later. Okay. Thanks for everything, you guys. Love you. And bye-bye.